Hi, this is Darren Cook of Big Stick Combat. I'd like to take the chance to answer some questions that Josh Morale had about my style. I'd like to say that while Big Stick Combat may not be for everyone, I'd like to show that it is based on solid principles and that those principles are consistent. First of all, I think I need to point out is that for me the rifle grip or the bayonet grip is not the foundation of the system. For me this sort of a technique here is a last-ditch effort. Always my emphasis is to hit with both hands at medium and long range using maximum power. I should also say that every Filipino system is based on a right foot forward. Grandmaster Estelilia, Cavalwan, Tapado, Largamano, and so forth. So my style is consistent with those. So I always prefer, if the opponent though charges in, I can do this. Now, this is, notice from here, I can push off, so if I hit, the opponent comes in, I can push off with this right foot, which is a very powerful slam. Also, Grandmaster Estelilia, his technique, he would move in with the right foot forward. The idea is to crowd the opponent, and he would go into disarms from here. So Grandmaster Estelilia's techniques with, of course he was gripping the stick like this. Also notice here that this hand is anchored at the hip. I should also point out that this strike here is stronger in this stance than it is in this one. Here I can get the hip into it. Now as far as the thrust from here goes, I don't so much thrust like this, even though I can. I refer to this as the bayonet. I can also step in. Even though I start with the right foot, I can step in. Estelilia, my thrust here is more of a rapier thrust. Straight both-handed. Also on non-telegraphic, it may seem obvious at this strike that I'm only throwing this one strike from here, and Tapado is based on just that. They have one overhead strike delivered like this, but they're going to hit so hard and exercise so much control over the stick and your stick that they're going to defy you to beat that one single strike. Now in my case I have actually 4 different weapons from here. Overhead right, horizontal, underhand, and of course the pommel. These are non-telegraphic. I think we need to define non-telegraphic as meaning I don't have to wind up, I don't have to move the stick in order to hit. So from my ready position, I move straight into a strike. I think you have to be careful if you're coming here to hit, here to hit, here to hit, that you are in fact telegraphing, and that there's a preparatory motion winding up before you follow through and you hit. And an important thing I think I should mention about my stance, be careful. I've seen on the video some are gripping here. It's right hand at the bottom, left hand on top. Also, the shoulders are square to the back. If I were in a side stance, admittedly, I would need to step here to get maximum. But because my shoulders are square, I get my power zone, and I also move it horizontally, but my power zone is directly in front of me.